Seeing as how I've got the attention of Kimberly James White, and she seems to know Charmaine James very well. Let's see if we can get her to ask Charmaine just a few more questions that we can't seem to get anyone from the commission to answer. You see, I've got access to all of the policies, every single one of them. I've got access to the whole legislation. I've had 4 years now to study all of them. Plus, I'm an expert in Dustin's case. Why? Because I'm his spouse. So, given all those facts, I can tell you that my husband showed up for work on October the 4th, 2022. That's a fact. I can tell you that my husband showed up for work on January 24th, 2023. I can tell you for a fact that Charmaine James decided that he had a recurrence on one of those days, or both of those days. We can't really get an answer from them because all they keep sending us is this letter that says a reoccurrence was approved on June 5th, 2023, but yet they don't give a date. And the other thing is we've been saying, okay, well, where's your medical proof for this reoccurrence? Where is it? Because all she had to go on was a Form 6 that was forced on Dustin by Melissa Burry. And he didn't want to sign it because he didn't have anything to report other than the fact that his doctor had given him a modified working schedule. He didn't put him off work. He modified his working schedule to a maximum hours per day and hours per week. So when the commission got that recommendation, all of a sudden Melissa Burry said, this is a recurrence. A recurrence of what? There was no symptoms resulting in loss of earnings. There was loss of earnings, but there was no symptoms that had caused it. So did Melissa Burry just say to Charmaine, there was a recurrence and you need to get the information from them? Did she just hand over a Form 6 and say, here you go, you need to investigate this? I don't know. That's for Charmaine to figure out. However, Charmaine was not allowed to make a decision about a reoccurrence without medical documentation about the symptoms that he actually had to prove that it even matched the illegal Form 6, because Form 6 is a report of injury, and it's only the injury employer that's allowed to report the injury under Section 56. And Dustin is actually supposed to be just providing the medical information at that point, which he did. He just provided the recommended change in his working schedule. So, then there's the fact that, so she just had this illegal Form 6 handed to her, and she had to make a decision on it. And all of a sudden, we get confirmation that she has to make a decision, or I don't think she was the first adjudicator that was put on it. I can't remember the other lady's name, but anyhow, it did get changed to Charmaine James very quickly. So, anyway, and Charmaine's the one who made the final decision without medical documentation. All she had was this illegal Form 6 with a list of symptoms that did not even match his reoccurrence or his original injury, because his original injury and his reoccurrence had instability noted, and he was put off work entirely. So, and he could not bear weight, which was not on that Form 6 either. And it wasn't documented by his physiotherapist at that time. It wasn't documented by his GP at that time. And it was not documented by his chiropractor at that time. So he was able to bear weight on it as well. And that's one of the major things that they would have to confirm before a reoccurrence actually happened. So there was no reoccurrence, but there was a reoccurrence on May the 10th, 2023, which was proven in the medical review of August the 1st, 2023. So not only is Charmaine incompetent, that actually proves that she has made a decision based on an illegal Form 6 without legal medical proof to back it up, which is all illegal decision making. So not only does she really have to worry about losing her job, she should also be worrying about ending up in the courtroom because HR is actually legally supposed to take her to court because she lied on legal documents, because those claims and those case files are legal documents. You are not allowed to make up things or not make decisions using the medical proof. Underneath Section 64, it actually says that you need the medical proof. You need evidence to prove what you are looking for, what you are making a decision on. And she had nothing, only a Form 6 to decide a reoccurrence happened, which was actually not new information at all. It was forced, and a Form 6 is illegal anyway. So again, she needs to worry more about HR not only firing her, but taking her to court for lying on Dustin's file. Would you like to ask her why or how she made the reoccurrence decision? Not only that, she was looking for information from his employer. And his employer really has nothing to do with the medical information that she needed to make her decision. So, but yet she was still looking for it. And in my opinion, that's not even the job of an adjudicator, because an adjudicator is only a decision maker based on medical evidence. So why does adjudicators at Workplace NL even have access to the employer information at all when it's not the injury employer? And why is it that she was, or any adjudicator is allowed to contact the employer? Because the decision has to be made on the medical evidence, and then the caseworker should be the one deciding on what the entitlement actually is. And they're the ones that should be getting the financial information from the injured worker themselves, even. As long as it's a letter from the employer, it doesn't matter where it comes from, whether it's from the injured worker, or the employer at the time. And Dustin's employer right now is not his injury employer. So yeah. Kimberly James White, let Charmaine watch this video. And then watch the look on her face to see if I'm right or wrong. Because it should be very clear to you if you know her that well. Then ask her straight up, is she right or is she wrong? And then you can come back to TikTok and you can comment here on what her answer was. Because I know what the answer is. I'm just wondering if she's going to tell you the truth. Have a great day.